Jamaica Center, the Ave, the Colie Block. For kids and young adults coming of age in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, it was everything.
We had all the newest things. If it was jeans, electronics, music, you could get gold fronts, you could get diamonds.
And you never knew who you'd see. Homegrown stars like Ja Rule, 50 Cent, LL Cool J shot music videos in the area.
This 5-mile radius is everybody from FUBU and Nas and 50 and DMC and Jam Master Jay. And it's just ridiculous who came out of here. So clothing wouldn't have been right. Nothing would have been right if Queens wasn't here.
Groups that helped shape and define hip-hop found their inspiration and cultivated their images on Jamaica Avenue, the center of which was the Coliseum Mall, formerly a Macy's that was converted into a marketplace for small businesses.
The Avenue was everything for Queens and for my journey in hip-hop.
Queens rapper Consequence, known for his solo work and collaborations with A Tribe Called Quest, says writing rhymes as a teen was at first his therapy to deal with life's ups and downs. The Ave is also where he found inspiration.
In my first big record with Tribe, Stressed Out, I was like, yeah, I'll be on the Avenue where they be acting brand new. I was splurging on these Reebok joints for Shorty Boo. All of a sudden, I seen these two kids fronting, talking out their joints, but they wasn't saying nothing. We was basically just talking about Queens.
You know, some people looking from the outside in will say it's so materialistic, but there is something about
it's Queens get the money. It's Queens get the money. It is materialistic. It's Queens get the money. The Coliseum goes back to the 80s, and before the 80s was the 70s and the 60s, and it's the journey of African Americans and the fight for self-containment and independence and financial freedom. You know what I mean? And places like the Coliseum allowed people to have financial freedom where they didn't have to work for a quote-unquote demand and clock in a time card.
On January 31st, the Jamaica Colosseum Mall officially closed, the latest casualty in what has been a decade-long erosion of small business and vibrancy on the Ave.
At the end of the day, the youth dictates the culture. They do, and when it's their turn, they do what they do with it. You know, they live in a time of this is TikTok, this is Amazon, this is Gigster.
Shopping and entertainment habits may have changed, but leaders in the area say policy and disinvestment also led to declining foot traffic on the Ave. A rezoning plan passed by City Council last year aims to revive Jamaica Center with new residential, commercial, and industrial developments.
You know, if you look at the investments in Jamaica, they have lagged behind many other communities across the city. And so with the Jamaica Neighborhood Plan, we weren't just focused on housing. I was focused on a whole wide range of things that make a community a community.
Money is flowing in to rebuild the Long Island Railroad and air train terminals, a nod to the influx of people moving into and through the area.
The apartment.
Williams says affordable housing and money to help people stay in their homes is also included in the plan.
I had many conversations about protecting and preserving, but how do we really do that in a way that gives people confidence? And what type of commitments can we get from the private sector and or the public sector to make it real?
The City Council is funding the creation of a task force made up of community members that will be charged with holding the line on residents' fears of being priced out and on preserving the legacy, the DNA of the area.
I have a term limited position, and I want to make sure that the community can hold us, government, accountable for delivering on the things that was promised.
There is a cultural institution that is working to uphold the Avenue's legacy, JCAL, the Jamaica Center for Arts and Learning.
I think the vibrancy walking down Jamaica Avenue is still there. It's there in the support that we see when we do have events and people, you have an audience coming and asking, okay, so what's happening today? I just bought a ticket.
JCAL's directors say the Ave is making new sounds and images that are a variation on themes of the past, reflecting the shifting demographics of the area.
As a cultural institution, it's both a challenge and an opportunity, an awesome responsibility. We need to be responsive culturally to an enormously diverse group of people, while at the same time paying respect and homage and focusing on the historic community that has always been here in Southeast Queens and in Jamaica in particular.
And when it comes to hip-hop, the beat that started on the Ave lives on in different ways.
His name is Caden the Crown Holder.
This is my turn to be at the top, 'cause I got the crown in this Game of Thrones.
Consequence's son, Caden the Crown Holder, may not be on the Ave, but he's one of many grabbing the torch.
What's the difference between your lyrics, your son's lyrics? Like, how's it changed, just given that there isn't this same level of gathering place and culture?
Well, the physical has become digital. And so now the conversion, instead of it being a place, it's an app.
And
It's
the world.
And it's the world. You know, we all are tied together through technology.
The hope of many is that as Jamaica Center continues its evolution, that both the old and new will hold that space together. Erin Billups, New York One.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. For more stories in your communities, click the subscribe button right here. You can also download our app or watch us on TV for the latest news and weather updates every 10 minutes and more. We'll see you then.